Spelling didn't always take it out of me, but Lachlan and I were in the back most of the day chatting about how to take Kendrick down a few pegs. Exhaustion beat through my bones, but a deep sense of satisfaction rested there as well. The Fae followed me out from the back. Lucifer lounged at the bar watching the door, his brows lifting a hair when he saw who was behind me. Considering Lachlan had spent most of his time trussed up like a hog, Lucifer was right to be surprised. "Would you like a drink?" I asked Lachlan. His eyes widened in surprise. Yes, I would. Very much." He cleared his throat and pointed to an empty table. "May I?" I nodded. "No funny business." He held his hands up in surrender. "I know when I'm bested." I highly doubted that, but let him wander over to the table and settle in, his expression one of slight bewilderment. Good. I liked my opponents kept off guard. Lucifer rose, his form like liquid, and followed me behind the bar. "I hope you know what you're doing," he murmured in my ear. "Never," I said lightly. His chuckle sounded deep and low. Mind getting me a whiskey?" "Hungry?" I asked.
"Always,"
Lucifer responded. His gaze rested on the Fae.
"Your screw-up could benefit us in many ways."
"I try." He snorted and reached for the glass I offered. "Lachlan was quite helpful today." Lucifer nodded and sipped his drink.
"I can smell powerful magic back there. What are you working on?"
He rarely asked, but this one I volunteered readily. "Something to kick Kendrick's ass." Lucifer's eyes lit with amusement, but his tone was one of tempered caution.
"You must take care not to offend him."
He paused.
"Too much."
I reached into the fridge and handed him a small board full of his favorite finger foods.
"You must answer strength with greater strength," he added,
smiling as he beheld what was on the board.
"The dragons won't respect less, but you must take care not to permanently harm anyone."
"What about mentally?" I said as I perused my selections, wondering what Lachlan might want. The Fae Sweet Tooth was notorious, so I reached for a bottle of spiced mead and poured a little into a crystal glass. Lucifer's eyebrows rose.
"You like him?"
It wasn't a question. I smiled. "No. I do, however, like his devious mind. He has great ideas for Kendrick, some of which I incorporated. He's surprisingly handy with spells." Lucifer grunted, his eyes resting on my face.
"Take care, Violet. Lachlan is infamous in his lands for a reason."
My head tilted. "Care to elaborate?"
"It's not my story to tell."
I rolled my eyes. "We're all a little infamous around here, aren't we?" Lucifer made a thoughtful noise.
"I find it curious how you manage to collect dangerous things. This is a concerning hobby."
"Lachlan was an accident," I said for the 100th time. He shrugged and set the board down before going around to the customer side of the bar.
Maybe. Maybe not."